Hello, it's Monday the 18th. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. So last week we had the release of GDP data for Q2 and industrial production, and they both showed the UK economy is chugging along. Reeves was patting herself on the back though. She said the data was positive, suggesting that the strong start to the year, where Q1 posted 0.7% growth, continued into Q2, which posted 0.3% growth. The slowdown coincided with the minimum wage hike and the hike to employers' national insurance. So critics have said that the slowdown is due to government taxing business too much. But to be fair, 0.3% growth was better than the 0.1% forecast. However, fears over future growth remain firmly in place as Reeves is planning to raise taxes again in the autumn budget. We have inflation data due this week. Forecasts suggest CPI will remain 3.7% for July, and that will likely see the MPC hold at their next meeting, especially after such a close vote last time around. Over in the US, Trump has been on. He said that he will announce new tariffs on steel and semiconductor chips in the next few weeks. Typically vague and typically concerning, but let's cut him some slack for once. He was probably focused on how he would navigate his meeting with Putin. That meeting ended fairly abruptly without any agreement, but since then Trump has replaced calls for a ceasefire with calls for a permanent peace deal, and Zelensky has been invited to the White House to meet with European leaders today. Trump has reiterated that NATO membership is off the table to Ukraine and they also need to drop claims to Crimea. So it's not all good news for Ukraine. Domestically, consumer and producer prices have added to any sense of unease where the US inflation may be heading. Tariffs are pushing up prices, job creation is slowing, and the producer prices leading indicator painted a picture that was far from rosy. We have the Fed minutes due this week. That's unlikely to include any surprises, and the market is more focused looking ahead now to Jackson Hole at the end of August. In the market, we kick off the new week from around 135.45 against the dollar. Yeah, that's right. 115.80 against the euro, and euro dollar was around 117 on the open this morning. And for the eagle-eyed, I caught it in the film. I am going to go and pick up Bertie's poo. Toodaloo.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.